the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
That could spell trouble. Cafu threads one in. Now it's Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Conte. Van Dijk. Oh, can he get onto this? Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, this looks sharp. Great pressure, plenty of it. Ambitious ball here. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Odo. Van Dijk cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played out to the right. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. A probing pass. And here's Torres. Played into space. And Dijk gets across to intercept that. Rodri. Tchouameni. Here's Roberto Carlos. Azar. Decent progress down the left. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Guardiola. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rijkaard with a definite foul there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rodri. And it's Messi. It's played through for him. Takes a shot! Goal! Japan! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rijkaard. Otto. And it's Rijkaard. Nice sequence of passes, this. Played back in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now the ball's gone astray. Has a look and plays it forward. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Rodri.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. Numero 19.
So off we go once more.
Numero 21.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a sharp pass. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well,
and Torres! Crude effort first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Roberto Carlos, looking for a runner. Defending of the desperate variety. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neymar! Roberto Carlos. And Messi! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Cannavaro. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Cannavaro is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No way through there. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about Hazard! And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now he's got space here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte engages and forces him off the ball. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Oh, that's clever. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Just about up to 75 minutes. Neymar. Scholes. Back towards the middle.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier...
Osimhen! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Milan have their second corner now. Roberto Carlos goes short. And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
It's a searching pass. Rodri works it forward. Now it's Torres. Now it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Messi is onto it in a flash. Odo. Now it's Osimhen.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Torres. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort and... How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Rijkaard. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Bastoni. Conte. Saliba. Now Romero. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well measured. Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Milan have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Musiala, a player who needs no introduction. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, super find. That's really well cleared. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta. Conte. Bastoni. Now Saliba. Conte. Mbappe. Tries to play it through. It's a searching pass. Romero spots it and intercepts. Conte. And it's Musiala. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
He is through here. And that has been clubbed away. Yep, it's a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Conte. And Bastoni. Raul. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's Musiala! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Musiala has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rijkaard. Romero, Saliba, and it's Messi, and it's Rijkaard. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. It's a quick one, and again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Conte. Costa Curta. Now Saliba. Bastoni. Now Costa Curta. Conte. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. And that's gone loose. And this is Raul. He's found the way. Chance! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Numero 14.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Lasciano il campo per
0-0,
il numero 45.
and we're at the halfway point.
Il numero 19. Messi.
For Musiala, and he's forced to go back. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
The shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Bastoni. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. Ambitious ball here. Romero cuts it out. Mbappe. There they go, hunting in packs. Looking for a runner. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bastoni, foot in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's going to go a long way. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Romero with the clearance. Here's a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Messi. No, that was never going to make it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nicely worked. Casillas comes out and deals with it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for... Osimhen! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Musiala. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
Milan have their second corner now.
Numero 22. Van Nistelrooy.
And it's been taken short. This looks promising. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short, and this is Messi. And a chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Corner number 4 coming up here. Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Roberto Carlos plays it. He's having a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Firmly met. Messi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Just too high.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Costa Curta. Costa Curta proves just a little bit too strong. Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Lascia il campo per il numero 8, Jordi Alba.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And it's Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Raul. Conte. And it's Musiala.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Barcelona have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bastoni. Now Romero. He's trying to hit the front line here. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe is onto this. Now it's Griezmann. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? Incoming delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Griezmann. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Messi, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite...
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position. And I know he was helped, but all the help in the world can't always make it work. You have to make it work yourself. And he has stuck at it. And I'm really delighted to see the application beginning now to pay off. Good style.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So we're up and running. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Nesta. Wilshere. Out to the right. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Upamecano. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. To Havertz. Saka. That'll be a throw. Rijkaard. Well, that has not gone well. Nesta. And it's Wilshere. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Upamecano. Guardiola. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bernardo Silva. Saka. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Saka, played towards the other side. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Wilshere. Wilshere will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta. Alaba, tidy with his distribution. That's Caceres. Saka. Chance to up he goes! He will be livid with himself. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. No, it's come to nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Dink through. Girassi has it in a wide position. Hoisted in. That's a decent clearance. More and more pressure on the ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Odo. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan looking to pass their way through. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good look. And he shoots! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, and it's been given away. Oh, they can break here. Neatly clipped into space. Costa Corta, looking for the run. Somewhat off target. Nicely shaped cross. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And that's the second half started. That's a throw. And this is Wilshere. Cross it, shoots! Goal! Flamengo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Saka. Out for a throw. Bernardo Silva. That's a sharp pass. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Stood up well to him there. Well timed, excellent interception. Castellanos. Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Saka. He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bernardo Silva. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. That is good strength. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Bernardo Silva. Flamengo have a free kick. There could be trouble here. In his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Flamengo take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he welcomes it in. Big chance! And he hits the net. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Nice looking ball.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And he's on the finish! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Alaba. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Defending of the desperate variety. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Foot in. Now it's Castellanos. Messi. He's picked his way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Wilshere. Costa Curta. That is ended up in no man's land. This looks promising. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared without complication.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 17. Camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Camisa 42. Teremos uma
Deep cross.
substituição.
He's got full. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, well played. Rafael Leao. Caceres. And he's intervened well there.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
5 minutes to add. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Mbappe. That is very well defended. Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Messi. Now Costa Curta. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Bernardo Silva. Costa Curta. And Alaba. And that is that. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was everything the players were trying to do, looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
La formazione del Milan.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Just eases him off the ball. Danielson, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bebeto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looking for the run. Danielson gets into a good position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bebeto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. This looks promising. Can he find the finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Opts for safety. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the left it goes. Swings in across. Oh, this looks sharp. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Upamecano. And he cuts out the supply. Bebeto. He's looking wide. Really fierce, close defending. Now it's Guendouzi, aimed in towards the centre. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Red Star clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum.
And he's let fly! Now that was quite some save.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Milan with the corner, there first. Tries to get it clear. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. That's going to go a long way. And the volley. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nice control. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Crossed in again. Alexander-Arnold. It's Belletti. Bebeto. Castellanos looking to penetrate opposition lines. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Can he get it through? Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's heaved it away. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Guendouzi. Alexander-Arnold. He's found a way through. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Pings it across. And it's hoisted clear. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Played into space. Great ball if he can get there. And Girassi. Big chance! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, now here's an interest. Castellanos! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Akanji tries to clear. Chance to deliver.
Well played and well cleared.
Here comes another cross. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. No, he refuses to take the bait. Lovely feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Danielson, he's free, he takes a shot! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely weighted ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Danielson. Well, no joy this time. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Odo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Danielson. Turns back here, probably the best option. Alexander-Arnold. No, he's not getting his way this time. Castellanos with a definite fell there. And once more he proves rigid and robust. That'll be a throw-in. Could be danger here. Marquinhos. And Alexander-Arnold. Great pressure, plenty of it. Spread out to the left. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Played into space out wide. Cleared. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Red Star take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Here's a chance for a shot!
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Osimhen. Alexander-Arnold. Bebeto. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Out of play for a throw. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. That has been cut short. Tries to pass it through. Nicely shaped ball. And they've got rid. Over to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Red Star clearly now in lead preservation mode. Marquinhos. Akanji. And it's Belletti. Alexander-Arnold. Bebeto stood his ground strongly. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold, who's set up one goal so far. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. No second invitation needed. Hit it true and unerring. A screamer.
That's a great hit, but you've got to question why the defence didn't do a better job in trying to close it down.
Time for a change in personnel. Ronaldinho getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness.
And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nicely weighted ball.
This guy, Ricky Puig, is someone who really comes alive between the lines.
Well, he's got the right pedigree, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's got everything you need to be successful in that role. He's a willing runner and enjoys switching positions during the game. To get the best out of him, you want him to play with the ball at his feet, so he can pick out his teammates making those runs, playing through the opposition's press. That's what he's great at.
Now it's Villa. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk. Shifted upfield. And here's Azar. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Ricky Puig. Guardiola. David Villa. Oh, good-looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. No, he's just misjudged that one. Nakamura. And it's Guardiola.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Saka receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, what a climb! Played into space. Sanchez gets rid without sophistication. And it's pulled back. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lobbed in behind. That's a good ball. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Al Nassr finding their passes. Knocks it into space. Now it's Castellanos. And they've got a throw. Castellanos! No, it's come to nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what has happened here? He's had it taken off him. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Out towards the flank. Aimed beyond the defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Guardiola goes looking wide. Hazard could try cutting inside here. So what can they make of this? Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now this could be... And the finish! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, smashing header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ambitious ball here. Otto gets across to intercept that. Over to the left. Now it's Villa. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's really well cleared. He shifted it to the flank. Otto charging forward down that flank. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nakamura. For Ribery.
Un minuto di recupero.
Ricky Puig. That has been slung wide. Pinches it off him. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. So off we go once more. And it's Guardiola. Plays it through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Not the most accurate pass. Spread it left. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And that's an errant pass. Van Dijk. And the cross comes in. Guardiola. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the run. David Villa. Castellanos. Ricky Puig. That's a sharp pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice looking ball. Dink through. He's on it. Can he get away? Castellanos! Ricky Puig. Now it's Hazard. He has found the way through. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Swung over, and it's Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
Guardiola looking to run onto it. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a searching pass, and it's made its way to him. Stood up well to him there. Al Nassr can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tries the cut back. Nice interception, well timed. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Dijk. Here's Ricky Puig. And it's Guardiola. Out to the left it goes. Ricky Puig. Some resolute defending there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means Guardiola!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Nakamura. Ricky Puig. David Villa. That's a good ball out wide. He's in plenty of space here. Corner it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21. Viene sostituito con il numero 7. Cambio di giocatori.
They've played it short. Ricky Puig. And now they can spring out of defence. Al Nassr making consecutive changes here.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Saka. Great run on the overlap here. Probing pass. Chips it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Looking for a runner. Lovely bit of skill. An instinctive delivery. That's a decent clearance. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Van Dijk. Oh, good spread. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ricky Puig. Mbappe. There they go, hunting in packs. That's tidy. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Guardiola. Now Mbappe. Van Dijk. And it's Otto. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. This looks promising.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Cannavaro. 2 minutes to be added on. Here's Ricky Puig. Looks to the other side. Otto. And time is up. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. And he's intervened well there. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Serge Gnabry is undoubtedly one of Germany's better wide men. A player I expect to see a lot of on either flank, whose speciality is coming inside, having learned from one of the greatest at doing just that. And he boasts a very, very good goal record too, that shouldn't be understated.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Now it's Gnabry. He's got away. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Looking for a runner. Dink through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Rijkaard. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a threat. It's Van Basten! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Gnabry is always looking to play quality balls. That's a lovely, neat pass. Still goalless at the moment. Rijkaard. And he's gone searching cross-field. And it's Serginho. Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter, at the front. Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And we have our very first corner. Osimhen! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Zico. It's a really well-measured ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Swings it across. Can he spark a counter here? Jordi Alba. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Jordi Alba. Son Heung-min. Played in by Son Heung-min. And he's had a hit. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
This their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. And here's Son Heung-min. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Gnabry. Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rijkaard. Jordi Alba. Now it's Endrick. Played into space. Adams gets across to intercept that. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. It's a searching pass. Belletti. And it's Zico. Stones. Spread out to the left. Serginho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Spread it left. Endrick. And it's Zico. Distributed tidily. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stones kept his eye on it, and he's there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good strength. Serginho. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Played out to the right. Tries to cross. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.